Have you ever wondered what the secret is to being compelling, to being inspirational, for being captivating as a presenter? I think that the secret is that the more inspiring and captivating and compelling you are, the more you know your worth, the more you are grounded in the awareness of your true value. Hey guys, and welcome to today's episode where I would like to speak to us about how to be more passionate as a presenter. Now, we have reached the end of our 5-day challenge, and I hope that you have had fun, but you have also learned a lot. Remember what the Buddhists say, is that fulfillment is found in the equation of pain plus reflection equals progress. So let's take a moment to think about that, shall we? Over the last 5 days, what has been some of the pain that has come up for you? Now remember, we always say that public speaking is our daily spiritual practice. So as we put ourselves out there, we always remember that we need to do something. We need to put ourselves out there in order to have that trigger, which is that gift. So as always, I'm curious and I'd love to know, what has come up for you over the last 5 days? What has been some of those pain trigger points that have come up? Please do take a moment now to share in the comments below. So there is the awareness of the pain. Then we go to reflection. So what has been some of the shifts? What have been some of the insights that you have learned? What have been some of the great tips or tricks or soul inspirations that have come? The awareness, what has been the shift for you over the last 5 days? Please share in the comments below. And then progress. What is your new vision? What is your new narrative? What is your new narrative? What is it that you are now going to be being so that you can be that fullest expression of yourself, so that you can be your true nature? Feel free to share in the comments below. Today our intention is really to look at what are the characteristics of being a charismatic presenter, and that is passion. Passion, the level of passion that you have, I believe, is directly related to the level of awareness and how much you know yourself. So let's say that's the bar graph, okay? Excuse me. So that's the bar graph. Now we have the level of awareness that you have of self and your passion. So, you know, I believe it's directly linked. How do we know ourselves is the question. How do we truly know ourselves? Now, I heard a quote once that I really loved. Luke said this, and he said that enlightenment is when you derive your sense of identity from awareness and not from thought. Write that down. Enlightenment is when you derive your sense of identity from awareness, not from thought. So what is your value? Your value is derived from your sense of awareness, your sense of beingness that is only found in the present moment. You are always in that space of reflection versus pain. Now, pain, we know, is that physical sensation that you experience, but it is the thought that we attach to it that becomes our identity. We identify with the pain, we identify with the story, we identify with the illusion. So our thought is the ego. Our thought, we know, is from the thinking mind, not the awareness mind, not the monk mind or the monk mind, or the observation mind. When you say I am, and this is the first tip for you today, is to begin to bring to awareness when you use the I am too old. I am not intelligent enough. I am too young for my audience to think that I am experienced. I am not, English is not my first language, and people are going to think that my accent is confusing, for example. So the I am, that's the affirmation, that's the story that you're telling yourself about your identity. Let's shift that. Let's create a new affirmation, the I am. Descartes said, I think, therefore I am. That's the old narrative. So let's shift that and say that I am awareness. I am the observer of my life. In the observation, we don't need to worry about our worth and our value because we know it. We are it. So how do I connect with that? The tip is through practice, through constant awareness, through constantly bringing yourself back, reminding yourself that you are not your thought, but you are the observer. That's where you find your true nature. Because our self-worth becomes trapped in the I am thinker. Okay, our self-worth is trapped in that identity, that old narrative that we have created about ourselves. So your worth is not you, and your worth is not others. Meaning, it's not the story. They are, let's say, for example, they are thinking this. I am thinking this. So your worth is not wrapped around what other people are thinking of you either. So when you are presenting yourself, who is presenting? One of the first questions I always ask my clients is, who is the real you? And there is no right, there is no wrong. There is just an awareness exercise. So another tip is to write down, who is the real me? And allow your mind to just put down on a piece of paper, use it as an awareness exercise, I am, to bring those old narratives into the forefront so that we can begin shifting them into the new narrative. And highlight, maybe I like colors. So I'm going to grab 2 different color highlighters, and one I'm going to highlight the I am, that is the thinker, and then with a different color, I'm going to highlight the I am, that is the observer. Just awareness, because how do we connect? How do we know? How do we live in our true identity? Is through that process of reflecting. That's where we find our true identity. So who is it? Is it your true nature, or is it your thought? And as a gift from me to you, for sticking with me for 5 days, I know some of you have made it this far, so well done. I would like to give you a gift. Now, I offer something called a soul purpose session. And I would like to gift this to you. So if you would like a soul purpose session, write down soul purpose session in the comments below. And the intention of the soul purpose session is for us to work on really connecting you so deeply with your true nature, your true essence, that space within you that is the I am, the awareness, so that you can begin to live this as your new narrative. So you can begin to be this as your true narrative. Because someone who is passionate is fully aligned with who they are emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. It is full alignment that brings that passion. Because if you know who you are, you have that quiet confidence that is compelling. You compel your audience. Okay, think about the nonverbal body language that comes from that. You're compelling. You are inspiring. Okay, you are deeply, shining. That's the word that I wrote down. You are shining your true worth and your value, and that's what's engaging. That's what's inspiring, and that is how you inspire your audience, is by being that light that is truly you. So soul purpose session in the comments below. If you would like to take me up on that offer to give you that soul purpose session as a gift from me to you. Now, when you are aligned, you are vibrating in a frequency that Joe Dispenza talks about, which is heart, mind coherence. Your heart resonance, you are vibrating at the frequency of your true worth, your true value, your true charisma. That's what people are feeling, and that's what they love. Okay, because we love that energy, don't we? We really feel when people are being themselves. Now, here's the thing. So we have our identity, okay, which comes from thought. But then we have a dream. A dream that comes from the soul. It's almost like a vision that we want for ourselves and our life that is soul inspired. So as we complete this 5-day challenge, what is your dream now? Where are you expanding towards? What type of speaker do you want to be? What type of person do you want to be? What type of leader do you want to be? What is pulling you forward? Okay, what does that look like? But here's the thing. As you expand in your awareness, so does your dream. Because as you amplify, as your vibration increases, so does your dream. And sometimes this is a trap for us, is because we think that we need to have one single purpose or one single dream or one single, like we think, okay, my purpose in life is this. It's not. Your purpose in life is to be your soul's purpose. It's an energy, it's a vibration, which is why I'm gifting this to you guys. Soul purpose session in the comments, because that inspires an expression which evolves and amplifies. So let's not get caught up in the dream. Wouldn't it be amazing if? Wouldn't it be amazing if? That's what we say. So it's not because it's missing, but it's because it's an higher, I often say, what would be the highest expression of my true worth? Okay, that's another tip for you, is to start each day with, what would be the highest expression of my true worth? So you're beginning to move away from your identity, which is the past thoughts, and you're moving towards, this is your tip, what would be the highest expression of my true worth? So it's about living your spark in each moment, as all the areas within you then begin to come alive physically, mentally, emotionally. It's the inside out. That spark begins to amplify. So what's next for us is we're not getting caught in the container. So we think that it has to be a specific way. So the mind likes the familiarity, it likes a container, but we're shifting away from that because the container has limits, and we're stepping more into the awareness, into the vast presence of the soul, where there is our worth and our value. So what limits our worth and our value is the container, is that thought, but we're shifting away from that. So remember, the tip is, we're moving away from positive thinking to aligned thinking. Now, positive thinking is, you say something like, I am, gosh, I'm trying to think of a word. I am, okay, it'll come to me. Give me some positive thinking in the comment. But it's not something that you believe you are now, it's something that you want in the future. So, I am a, okay, let's just say I am a compelling speaker. I am a charismatic speaker. I am confident. I am... Anyway, all of these I am statements, but you believe that this is something that, this is the new narrative that you want, is in your future. You want it, but you don't believe it in the now. So it's positive, you're thinking positively about yourself and your life, but you don't believe it. So aligned thinking is, not I am a compelling speaker, I am compelling. And being a speaker is that expression of my true nature, because when I'm in my true nature, then I compel. I am inspiring. Are you with me? So the aligned thinking is in the present, and the positive speaking is something that we want in the future, but potentially may not ever come. Last tip. Your vocal variety is very important as a speaker. The cadence, so speaking quickly, slowing down when you want to make a point, speeding up, maybe raising the volume, speaking slower, softer. When you are aligned, this isn't conscious. When you are aligned, vocal variety automatically takes place. So that's another tip for you today. From a space of curiosity, what can you do to shift your vocal variety to be more compelling, to get your point across? But as always, practice it, try it out, but don't get caught up in doing it. Rather be aligned, own your value, own your worth, and then that will come automatically. So I hope that you have been able to connect more with your true nature in today's video. Today, as we completed the challenge, the vision was to remind us that it is the pain plus reflection that equals progress. And I hope it was an opportunity for you to reflect on your journey over the last 5 days. Our guided meditation will be about the new narrative that we're wanting to create. What does the next step look like for us? What is your dream? And my invitation is, before you do that meditation, if you wanted the soul purpose session, let's do that. So soul purpose session in the comments below. Do the session first, and then we do the guided meditation, because then the guided meditation is coming from your true nature. Don't have to. If it doesn't align with you, you can still do it, because it's important for us to always be connected with the idea of a dream or a vision that's coming from within. I have had a wonderful time over the last 5 days. I hope you have as well. please, 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 as always, share in the comments. You know, I'm creating these videos for you. So anything else that you want to delve deeper into, please feel free to put in the comments below. Guys, have a wonderful day. And remember, always be charismatically you. Mwah!